Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking on round 3 of Gran Turismo's World Series Nations Cup. This round takes us to the Red Bull for a 25 lap race in the Group 3 cars, and making my Nations Cup debut, I honestly had no idea what I should be expecting. The Red Bull ring might look simple on paper, but do not let that fool you. Heavy braking zones, long straights, and plenty of overtaking opportunities mean one small mistake can cost you many positions. And add some of the quickest drivers in the region, well, you've got all the ingredients for an awesome race. Qualifying started better than I had thought. My first flying lap was good enough for a provisional P2, and I thought, surely I'm probably going to stay here. But as more and more drivers crossed the line, we dropped all the way down to P8. Honestly, I was still happy with the top 10 on my Nations Cup debut. Strap yourselves in, because this was going to be a hell of a race. Rolling towards the start line now, and 3 red lights coming on, and 3 red lights going out as we get underway. Pretty tidy launch off the line, but with 25 laps ahead of us, the last thing I wanted to do was throw everything away before we even reach the first corner. Everybody somehow manages to squeeze through turn 1 without too much drama, but I knew the real danger was still to come. Turn 3. One of the biggest braking zones in GT, probably the easiest place on the circuit for things to go horribly wrong. Sure enough, chaos. 2 cars make contact right in front of me, and suddenly they're both spinning across the road. For a split second, I'm thinking, please don't collect me. I managed to just get past without making any contact. Somehow we escaped completely unscathed. That could have ended our race before it had even begun. Looking back here, the Red Bull Porsche just went too deep on the brakes, tagged him again after he'd already been smashed, and the Porsche we're on board with fell back to last. Once everything had settled down, I found myself locked onto the back of the group, fighting for 4th place. This is exactly where I wanted to be. Not forcing anything, not making any risky moves, just staying close enough to capitalise if anybody makes a mistake. The temptation to dive down the inside was definitely there, but through the 3rd final corner, we went around the outside of P5 instead, and we let off the throttle just before we hit the penultimate corner. Now, I just needed to keep applying the pressure and get up to the back of P4. As we moved on to lap 2, I had a superb run through turn 1, which put me right under the rear wing of the yellow and black Porsche. By turn 3, I made the dive bomb and made the move stick. A clean move, exactly how it should be. Even better, while the driver I passed was trying to recover, he ended up dropping another position and fell back to P6 by turn 4. 2 moves, 2 positions gained in 2 laps. We're inside the top 4. Fast forward to lap 11 and suddenly the race comes alive again. The McLaren that had been running in 2nd place had made a mistake and spun. Just like that, the fight for the podium was wide open. As soon as I saw him ahead, I knew I had to capitalise. I got a brilliant run through turn 1 and 2, tucked into the slipstream. He covered the inside, which left me with the option for the outside. Normally it's not somewhere where I want to do it, but it turns out I had better traction and went straight past. with the McLaren having poor traction after turn 3, the Porsche got a good run and he absolutely sent it. It was one of those moves where you think, nah, so he adjusts the position, but the McLaren wasn't quite as forgiving. Eventually, we reached the end of lap 15, and it was finally time to make the strategy call. Into the pits we came. The soft tyres had done exactly what they needed to do, but they were well past their best now. A fresh set of mediums was the plan to take us to the finish. Finally, the car drops off the jacks and we're back on the way. We rejoined in 4th place, but thanks to all the drivers needing to stop, we knew it was effectively net 3rd. Now all we had to do was bring it home. A couple of laps later, at the end of lap 17, we saw exactly what we'd been waiting for. The McLaren peeled into the pit lane. As he slowed for pit entry, we flew straight past. Just like that, 3rd place was officially ours again. Now the race completely changed. It wasn't about attacking anymore, it was about defending. Now reaching the final lap, the gap that had gone from 6.5 seconds all the way down to 1 second. This was the critical part of the race. The hardest thing in races like these is not trying to drive faster. The harder you push, the easier it is to make a mistake. So instead, I reminded myself to stay calm on this last lap. Only 2 corners remaining and no mistakes. As 1st and 2nd crossed the line in front, we had managed to defend our position and keep P3 for a podium on Nations Cup debut. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better way to start it up. After everything that happened, the qualifying, the opening lap chaos, the battles, the strategy, the pressure at the end, to come away with a podium was incredibly rewarding. A huge thank you to everyone who watched this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know down in the comments how your Nations Cup race went. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.